lost this week and a few that need some prayers. I'm Steve Stokes along with co-host Tim Bryant and our special guest tonight, Colby Howard. He is the new announcer at Southern Raceway, my old stomping grounds over in Milton.
Also known as Corey Roberts.
What?
Also known as Corey Roberts.
Corey Roberts. What I said Howard, didn't
You
I?
said Colby Howard.
Colby Howard.
Oh,
Who, by the way, will be
I'm
here
sorry.
soon in
I'm
a
sorry,
super late
Corey.
model.
I go by many names.
but anyway, I wanna kind of dedicate this show tonight, Tim, to a few people that we've lost in the last several days, and of course, the first one will be Kyle Busch, two-time Snowball Derby winner at only the young age of 41 years old. It's just unreal. It's just unreal. We lost a good friend that's worked on many a race car around here, such as Jamie Prell and Junior Nedekin and people like that. And I'm talking about John Wiggins. He's the brother of one of our head scorers here for many years, Jimmy Wiggins. Mobile's Sandy Harvey, a gentleman that helped us at the Snowball Derby several years out of Texas, Jack Sanderford. And also, I understand today that one of the All-Pro Super Series drivers for Uncle Bob Harmon in the day, a very, very competitive driver that's raced here many, many times, Daniel Keene out of Tampa, Florida, always drove a red number 5 car and was very competitive. And also, I talked to Dan Spence on my way to the racetrack tonight over in Mobile. He is back in the hospital again, but he really sounded good, under good spirits and all that. But I would tell you how many days he spent in the hospital in the last couple months, but it would be a lot quicker to tell you how many days he's been home, because that's been just very few, maybe 10 days at home.
Yeah, I think mid-February, Dan went in for what was going to be a routine valve replacement, and it kind of went downhill from there. So, but he's a trooper. He's fighting hard, and he got released once and didn't even want to get home, and had a fall and broke his hip, and then just one thing led to another, and he's just had a really rough go. So we've certainly been praying for Dan, and hope he'll be back going again strong here sometime.
Absolutely, and another two-time Snowball Derby winner has been in the hospital for the last few days. He's out and home now, and hopefully he'll heal at home and not have to go back for surgery. Is Dickie Davis.
Yeah, Dickie with some health issues, and I mean, of course, for a man his age, he's probably the healthiest guy I know, and has more energy than ever Eddie Bunny, as they say. Certainly, we want to see him back going strong again, Steve. And golly, it as you mentioned, a very somber note. And of course, the whole racing world was just thrown into a tizzy last Thursday with the news of Kyle Busch's passing, so unexpected and so early in life.
It sure was, and I mean, enough is enough, Tim. We've had enough of it. We need some good news for a change. And also want to thank our sponsors real quick too, and that's of course Hank Thomas Performance, our Sunoco dealer, and our class sponsors out here, Faith Chapel Funeral Home, Gulf Real Estate, Lloyd's Glass, Dr. Pensacola Beach, and Buggy Works, and Snoka and Hoosier, and also Deep South Trains, our super late model, and Allen Turner Hyundai, our pro late models, and that's of course Allen Turner Hyundai, Chevrolet, Hyundai, and Genesis.
And I don't even know, and others as well, with dealerships now in Auburn, Alabama. And of course, we also might want to mention Buggy Works. I'm not sure if I missed that, but our new Crown Stock sponsor. So, as you said, Steve, thanks to all of those people who make our race events happen out here. Corey, good to have you on with us tonight. We got a big night coming up Friday night. We're gonna have you be a part of it.
This is Corey Roberts, not Corey Howard. I got the race car driver on my mind, I guess.
Happy to jump into that car anytime.
Corey, you've got a lot going on, but you spent a good bit of time. First off, your dad, Steve, one of our most loyal fans here at Five Flag Speedway, and your brother Sammy is a longtime fan here, and you were here for a long time as a fan, and then kind of came on board, and then you guys also deeply involved, I don't know if you still are, in the RC racing community here, and I think that's where you kind of got your announcing start, and you joined us for a while and then kind of moved on to some other things. So, man, it's good to have you back home.
Well, I would definitely appreciate it. I mean, basically my entire career of where I'm at right now would not happen if I hadn't run into you at Waffle House that one Saturday morning. I just happened to run into him, and he was like, I've been thinking about something. It was just someone to just kind of entertain the fans while we just got some downtime. Is that something you'd be interested in? We'll talk about all the other stuff later. We'll just figure it out. And I was like, well, I'm already there anyway, so might as well get in for free. So and we had some really good crowds. We had some really good moments, and I remember the 1 a.m. night that we had still a good amount of fans in the stands, a rain delay, and I went out there, and you were just like, just go see what you can do. And I went out there, had them all riled up, and we had people on their feet at 1:15 in the morning to watch a race go.
Corey, we don't like to talk about those nights.
But yeah, I've been able to do the fan entertaining here, been able to call some races at the end to fill in when I needed, and then you helped me get the Pensacola dirt track where I did a stint for 2 years, and as a race director, track announcer, timing and scoring, did all the registration, all their videoing, and everything.
He was a busy guy there.
Glutton for punishment.
And then from there, Hunt the Front, Southern Raceway. Those Hunt the Front guys, they bought the track. I sent a message and said, hey, let me know if y'all need an announcer. And he sent me a schedule and said, thanks, what races can you not do? And here I am now sitting next to you, an invited guest as the voice of Southern Raceway.
I saw a real good video today, Tim, on Southern Raceway about the Joiners buying the racetrack. I can't remember who the guy was that was doing the interview, but he wasn't interviewing them. He was just talking about them. But he's talking about the new purchase and what they've done to the track and all that, and really spruced it up. Very, very good interview.
And I think that's Dirt Tracker, I think is who you're talking about.
It was.
Yep.
You're exactly right.
He's been doing some really good coverage on Southern Raceway, so appreciate him doing that.
Hey, listen, I got to tell you, there's nobody more proud of what those guys have accomplished than us here at Five Flag Speedway. I mean,
good people.
Southern Raceway is the closest track to us. Of course, we're big advocates of tracks helping tracks, and of course, in the pavement world, we have Mobile to the west, we have Montgomery to the north, we have Cordele to the east, and others. The Southern Super Series goes to other tracks. I was in Hickory last Thursday night for an ASA Stars race, so we get around a little bit. But you know what? Our the Bryant family's family business is closest to Southern Raceway, so we've got that place has always been near and dear to our heart. We love Tom and Kim Lowry and the stint they put in there, and all the way back to Barney Barnhill and Steve Stokes running that place over there. The track has so much history, but it's in the right hands now, and man, we just couldn't be happier about the way things are going over there.
Yeah, it's the right hands at the right time, and the goal of what these guys have been wanting to do is they want Southern Raceway to become the vacation destination for all racers and fans alike, much like what Five Flags is during December and also throughout the year, that you can come to the races at night, but you can go and see that beautiful sandy white beaches during the day. And so I love that, we can do some Friday, Saturday night endeavors. You can come here for an entire weekend, and within a 30-minute travel all the way around, you can go see the beaches 2 times and go see the best racing on asphalt and the best racing on dirt.
You know what? I want to say something real quick, too. You just mentioned something about vacation people coming down. You want to get them to your racetracks, blah, blah, blah. My wife, Faye, was just telling me that a couple came in today, Tim, from Anderson, South Carolina. He races a street stock or something up there, she said. But she talked to him for a while and everything, and they wanted to know about souvenirs, and actually they bought 2 tickets for Friday night today, but they wanted to know about souvenirs, and she said, will you have a souvenir trailer Friday night? And she said, she got the key to the trailer. She said, come on. She said, what do you need? and they bought, I think, $75, $80 worth. They bought 2 T-shirts, several more things, 2 seat cushions, and stuff like that. And said they told her when they was getting ready to leave, said, "This is just unbelievable." She said, "What do you mean?" They said, "I don't think we've ever been to a racetrack in our lives as people as nice as you guys are. They usually just kind of shove us off, you know." And she said, "You're in the South, sir." She said, well, of course they are in Anderson, South Carolina too. She said, "We're paid to be nice." You know, so it does. It pays. Really pays.
And that panhandle niceness, that definitely has transitioned over to Southern. These the guys over there, I've never met a group of guys that are new into owning a racetrack that are so fan oriented. Everything that we do, that all the changes that they have made have been for the fans. And how much that they
What it
try.
takes.
Exactly. I mean, that's what fans bring sponsors to drivers. Sponsors of drivers bring drivers to the racetrack.
I agree.
And it's just a cycle that we have to feed each other. And I'm so honored to be a part of it and be a part of the best racing in the country. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, speaking of fans, I mean, we're pulling out all the stops this Friday night. It's our annual Meet the Drivers night, our annual kids bike races, all rolled into one big night.
Make up.
We're doing a $5 admission ticket. We've got a ton of giveaways. That's where you come in.
Oh.
So we've got, I think, nearly 40 bicycles we're going to be giving away. A truckload of bicycles, that's for sure.
Helmets.
And I want to make a shout out to Keith and Doug Thorpe,
Yes, sir.
who kind of initiated the bicycle giveaway program, and a lot of other people have participated and donated bicycles to give away. And then, of course, we're going to have our kids' bike races, 3 age groups, 5 and under, 6 through 9, 10 through 12. We'll go in a little later in the show, Steve, and talk to people about what the registration process is. There's no entry fee, by the way, and what the rewards are going to be for that. But and this is all about the fans. And by the way, we're taking it a step further. We've got bounce houses. We've got a giant Jenga going on in the fan zone. Scott Carlson and his group at Fast Eddie's are participating with prize packs for all the participants out here. So
Fantastic.
doing everything we can for the fans. Hey, school's out. Let's get this summer started right.
I agree 100%.
Go ahead.
One final note: we're going to have 5 divisions of racing too.
Yeah. Now let me say this. Yeah, 5 divisions, but let me say this too. It's $5 night across the board. I think 5 and under is free.
5 and under's free.
$35 regular admission for the pits, and is it 11 under $20?
Yes.
Okay, that's if you go in the pits. $5 at the grandstands across the board. But
And by the way, let me also add in, Steve, if you want to save standing in line when you get here, go to the Ticket Hoss app. You can buy your tickets in advance to the front gate. Pit Pay app. You can buy your pit passes in advance as well.
save you a lot of time.
Yeah. And I know the Ticket Hoss program is working well at Southern Raceway.
Yep.
Our friend Frank Bolter got introduced to the joiners over there, and they're working well together. And hey, listen, the elephant in the room is, y'all are selling a lot more tickets over there than we are right now. But I think this Friday night, hopefully, if Mother Nature cooperates with us, we should have a nice crowd here.
I'm anticipating a big crowd. There's no excuse. There's nothing going on. This is where you need to be on Friday night, and if you're not going to have as much fun anywhere else. This is going to be the best place to be.
You can't buy a bag of popcorn at a theater for $5.
Oh, this is the best value you're going to find anywhere. No doubt at all.
I think so. I think it's going to be a real good turnout, weather permitting, which I think is supposed to kind of start clearing up Thursday. So,
Well, yeah.
by the way, no practice Thursday night.
No practice Thursday night. 1 day show. What we are doing is adding in an extra hour of open practice time on Friday afternoon into the schedule from 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock. We're having an extra hour of practice for any and all divisions in lieu of Thursday night. And again, that's an effort to try to save people a little bit of money.
And I believe it will. Corey, you guys ever think of a $5 night or anything like that yet over there? Or I'm
not-
sure the joiners will come up with something, knowing them. They're good people.
Right now, we don't have any discount nights going on, but the big night that we have coming up is going to be June 27th. We have our Freedom Celebration night. We have a race going on the 13th, but June 27th is going to be a big night. It's going to be a 10-plus minute fireworks show. We did a little demonstration on our last race with the USCS sprint cars, the modifieds, and the late models that came over, which Cody Overton ended up getting the win there. So that was in spectacular fashion, dominant. And so yeah, we had a little run in with a little 2-minute show there. But we will have a 10-minute long show during intermission to celebrate 250 years of the U.S. being the greatest country in the world.
Absolutely. And by the way, you may not know this, Corey, because this was a little bit before your time, but Southern Raceway was probably best known for their annual fireworks show. When Steve was down there running the track, Barney Barnhill was the owner, and then Barney got into the pyrotechnics game.
He was
and
licensed.
he loved
Yeah.
fireworks more than he loved racing.
He did.
I
He
mean,
did.
and he pulled out all the stops. So I know it'll be a great fireworks
I
show.
called
down
him
there.
a pyromaniac.
They did mention that as well, that is a tradition that they are known for, and they are looking to bring that back across the board. So it may not just be this next race. So got to come to all the races to see what you can find.
Corey,
Gotcha.
I'm telling you, it was probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, fireworks show in Escambia or Santa Rosa County
Golly.
at that time. But Barney didn't have to pay anybody to do it. He did it himself. We did it by music and all that. And I swear to you, we had them parked down to Highway 87.
Golly.
We had to go clear the trees out, the brush around the trees out there for parking when that event happened. But that we were on 11:30 curfew. I don't know if you guys still are or not, but
I don't know the curfew.
that's the only
I think
night.
it's been pushed a little bit, but
That's the only night that we were not on a curfew. Actually, that's because all the neighbors was there watching the fireworks. show. But they'll do a good job, no doubt in my mind.
Back to Friday night here, Steve. We got 5 divisions of racing. Our outlaw division, we're having the Street Stock Spectacular. Justin Smith at the dock on Pensacola Beach helps us every year put on a big street stock race.
Thank you,
That is
Justin.
included in this Friday night's program. We've got the legacy cars, the 3/4 scale cars that put on a great show last time they were here.
I've been seeing those. Those have been fun to
Do
watch.
do we have any left after Mobile?
Well, they had a little bit of a rough night over there at Mobile, but I think we'll have a handful of them here on Friday night. Our pure stock, the Lloyd's Class pure stocks will be in action, and the Crown Stock division will be in action. Also, a little extra incentive for our drivers. Steve, when we had our original Meet the Drivers night scheduled for May 1st, we encouraged the drivers to pre-enter and be eligible for a $200 random drawing during the autograph session. So we're going to continue that. We're changing it up just a little bit since that race got rained out. We're doing that this week. And by the way, the 10 drivers, we called that race, I think, on Tuesday or Wednesday of that week. The weather forecast was so bad. Ended up being the right call because it rained all day Friday and we weren't able to race. So anyway, in the pure stock division, Eli Loper, Connor Odom and Caleb Burkett are already locked into the drawing. In the Crown Stock division, Braden Thompson, James O'Neill, and Doug Thorpe are locked in. In the Legacy division, Noah Carter, Brandon Wilson, and Carter Taylor are locked into the drawing. And in the Outlaw division, Cameron Henderson, Carter Taylor, and Keith Thorpe are locked in to the drawing. Anybody else that is racing Friday night, if you'll simply before this night is over, we're going to be putting a post on Facebook, and if you'll post a picture of your car, we're going to put this post out up with this details about this drawing. And all you have to do to enter is take a picture of your race car and put it in the comment section, and you'll be entered into the drawing. So again, something a little extra fun and a good way for somebody to make $200.
Pretty cool. I like that. But it's going to be a good night. I can tell you, like Tim said, it's 5 divisions. We're going to be racing legacies, street stock, spectacular, outlaws, crown stocks, pure stocks, and we got 6 because we got bike races too. So
And a lot of divisions in that as well.
yeah, three I think.
I remember when I was a kid and I did that myself, and I remember I crashed right on the front straightaway, and track chaplain Wayne Butts, he helped me back up, and he says, "You're okay?" And I was like, "I just need to breathe." And then I had my hand gushing blood, and he was like, "Do you need me to take you?" I was like, "No, I think I can finish fifth at least." And I came around and I caught the one person at the tail end coming around turn 4, and I ended up finishing fifth in that out of 6 people. So.
You have any idea, Corey, what year that was?
Oh my gosh, I was.
You just made me realize how long we've been doing these bike races.
I think I was 13 years old. I'm 30.
No,
I remember the night I got the stew knocked out of me by a race car while we were under caution on the front straightaway.
Mm-hmm.
Broke my radio, my cell phone in my pocket. I had road rash like crazy. The funny thing about it was my wife, Faye, called me. She said, "Hey, I just stopped by dry cleaners and I got your white Five Flags shirt. Why don't you wear it tonight so they can see you?" It didn't work at all. But anyway,
you jumped
Robbie
on that. I was
Way
there. I
and
remember
Mike Williamson and all those guys.
you
ran
jumped
out
on the
there.
hood of that car, and then you had a little discussion with the driver there as well. And I think you had just had back surgery too. Then
Knee replacement.
But
I said, "I'm not going to the hospital. We had a Southern Super Series Blizzard race that night, and I said I got a race to run because they were next, so I wasn't about to go to the hospital. But anyway, I think the bikes will really turn out this week, and as Tim mentioned, we got 40, I think, bikes to give away.
we got some brand new
truck full.
bicycles down there.
Again,
and,
thanks to the Thorpes.
Yeah, well, we're the way this is going to work is upon arrival here on Friday night, there'll be a registration tent right inside the main entrance. You can register for the bike races. There is no cost to enter. We'll have 3 age groups, 5 and under, 6 through 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds. And we're going to also, at the same time, have the giveaway bicycles grouped up over there, and we'll have a bucket in front of each group of bikes so that we can give you a ticket for a chance to win a free bicycle, and you can put it in the bucket relevant to the bike you want to win, if that makes any sense. So anyway, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be giving away those bicycles throughout the night, probably during the autograph session. Haven't talked much about that. For what folks that don't know, the Meet the Drivers portion of our program is all of the drivers and cars will pull out onto the front stretch at 7 p.m. Our racing starts at 8, of course. At 7 p.m., we put all the cars on the front straightaway. They'll be lined up by division. And we open the grandstand gates and let folks go down on the track, look at the cars, meet the drivers, get autograph cards. A lot of them will have different things they give away to people, and
Cool.
and just the autograph cards alone are enough to light up most kids, So anyway, looking forward to that. That's something we have fun doing every year, and looking forward to it this Friday night.
And like you said, even to the drivers, if by any chance they come and forget their autograph cards or don't have any, period, we have some here at the racetrack.
We do. Mm-hmm.
So we got you covered.
And I will tell you, as someone who has loved racing, loved seeing the racing here at this track as I've grown up. I think I've been coming here since I was 4 or 5 years old, since I could start walking.
Me too.
I've been coming here a long time. I remember when I was a kid, my room, you can ask my dad, my room was covered in all those hero cards signed by all those drivers who were heroes to me. And they may have been a small track, but in my mind, they were the greatest thing to ever exist. And so I know as a kid, as an adult myself, how much that meant to me as a kid and how much I loved those hero cards. So I'm excited that we get to continue that tradition on after all these years.
That's a great story. That's a great story, Corey. And
It is. It really is.
We appreciate hearing that. And again, it's I think Steve mentioned this. It means as much to the drivers as it does to the kids a lot
Sure
of
it
times.
does.
Although most of the drivers at any racetrack on any given Friday or Saturday night will tell you they have aspirations of reaching the big time. Odds are against them. I mean, you're looking at a couple guys that are living proof of that. Because we were small track racers, and that's all we were ever going to be. And hey, listen, we'll probably have somebody here Friday night that makes it to the big time. But you
Wouldn't
know,
doubt it
my
at all.
point in bringing all that up is it's really nice. We try to do everything we can to make the drivers feel important. They are the show, and we want to make them
They
feel
are
important. And it
absolutely
means
the
a
show.
lot to them when these young kids come and look up to them.
And I want to thank Corey for something too. I don't know if you even noticed. Have you noticed this over here? Kyle Busch's Cup car and the 7 truck that he won his last race in. And I'll never in my lifetime forget one of his last remarks when they asked him what it meant to him to win that race. He said, "Well, you never know when your last one's going to be."
Yeah, it was on that graphic we showed earlier. That's a
Yeah.
statement that I think
Yeah.
people are probably going to remember, you know, from now until eternity.
They lost a hero. NASCAR lost a hero. That's for sure.
Corey, listen, we appreciate you coming and joining us on In the Groove tonight. We're going to let you go because we know you got other things to do. I can't tell you. We're excited about having you back on Friday night. Our plan is you're going to be mingling among all the people. I think it's going to be a fun job for you because you're going to be giving free stuff away.
That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, and in the meantime,
love giving other people stuff
away. Bill Roth, our trackside announcer, will be down there interviewing drivers during all this time. We'll have some music playing. We're going to have a very festive atmosphere, and it'll get the night kicked off. We're going to have some great racing, kids bike races. We'll have that well organized so people, when they get here, they'll know what to do, and we'll even post our procedures for that on our website, FiveFlagSpeedway.com, so people know what to expect. All you need to compete in the bike races is obviously a bicycle, even though
And
there's a
a
chance that some kid that comes
helmet.
without one may win one. But you have to have a bike and a helmet. And again, there is no cost to register for the bike races and
A proper bike helmet.
proper bike
That's
helmet.
very important.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, that all being said, man, looking forward to having you back. And
It's good to have the old job back. It
We're gonna have some fun.
feels right at home. So I want to appreciate the call and everything, and letting me come back out here and give it one more ride with the fans. And I think we're gonna have a packed night of fans.
It
and
might not be one more. You never know.
Well, you never know when it's your last time. You never.
as it's been
I
said.
know.
Enjoy every race as you got it, and I know I certainly will. And my wife and my 5-month-old daughter Charlotte, she'll be out there at her very first race that she's ever attended.
They're in here
Awesome.
now. That is a beautiful baby.
Yes, she'll
Beautiful
be.
little.
Well, you
Yeah,
keep
go
up
get
the
a
good
race
work
car,
at
folks.
Southern Raceway, and congratulations on all the good things going on over there for the Joyner family. We're happy for them, and again, looking forward to seeing you here Friday night.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Colby, glad to have you. What do you?
Call me Kobe again, Steve.
I'll give up. I'll give up.
I feel the love, guys. I
tell
feel
you,
the love.
I think I think he's going to try to come.
For some reason, get that
I need
out
a
of my
name
mind.
tag. That's what I need.
He's practicing to be a comedian. Is what it is. He knows exactly what your name is, Corey.
I've been sick. I'm not over it, obviously.
We're going to take a short break, and then we're going to come back. We're going to go into some details about what's going on Friday night. We're going to talk a little bit about the Coca-Cola Twins coming up in just a little over 2 weeks, and maybe even go over some results from our last night, Steve.
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Absolutely.
All right.
We got
Corey,
some results.
Thank you again.
believe it or
Thank
not.
you very much.
being
Glad to be
Look
here.
forward to seeing you on Friday.
Thank you very much.
You got to keep them pumped up Friday night now.
Certainly will.
I wasn't no doubt in my mind. Thanks again. All right. Break time. Stick with us. We'll be right back. Please don't go away. Welcome back, everyone, to In the Groove at Five Flag Speedway. As you saw when we came back on the air, the picture of the front entrance, Mrs. Pat Bryan, I guess she just got tired of the way it looked, and she went out there the other day and done some manicuring on it. It really looks good, Tim. I think everybody will notice that when they get to the racetrack Friday night.
Well, hey, listen, presentation means means a lot, no matter where you go, whether it be to your local short track or a downtown restaurant. And we want folks to come in and have a warm fuzzy from the time they come in the gate. So thanks to Corey and Mike for helping us make that happen out there. And again, we're wanting to encourage folks to buy their tickets in advance on the Ticket Hoss app, so that they don't have to stand there by them flowers too long in line.
That's exactly right. We don't want you stepping on. No, I'm just kidding. He's right though. You need to go to Ticket House right here and get your tickets in advance, and you can avoid that line. I hope we got a long line, and I believe we will. $5 night.
It's $5 night. Great. 5 divisions of racing, autograph session, plenty of prizes. It's other stuff besides bicycles, and of course the kids' bike races too. So, looking forward to it, Steve. And our friend Corey Roberts, who was with us earlier, is going to be down there mingling amongst the fans.
That wasn't Kobe Howard.
Doing some of that giveaway stuff. And if all goes well, we'll have Colby Howard here sometime in the near future. But he'll be behind the wheel of a super late model.
I'm glad you said that. But we got a killer night coming up, and I don't think you want to miss it. And I believe the weather is going to be cooperative this time with us. I believe it'll be out here by Friday night. But it should be a big show, like Tim said. Legacies, Street Stock Spectacular. Legacies will be 20 laps. Street Stocks will be 30. 3 divisions in the kids' bike races. Outlaws 35 laps. Crown Stocks 25 laps. Pure Stocks 25 laps. So we got a ton of racing for $5. You can't beat it.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome night. Let's go back a couple weeks, Steve, and talk about our most recent event here at Five Flag Speedway. Back on May 15th, we had the Alan Turner Road to the Snowflake Series, race number 2, and the Modified Mayhem Tour was in the house. We had some great racing that night, and let's see if we can get into a little bit of results from that night. The Alan Turner Pro Late Model event, by the way, you saw Casey Roderick pass the start-finish line first. Failed post-race inspection, unfortunately. Was really sad for Casey, but carburetor did not pass post-race tech inspection. Handed the win to Luke Yarbrough, young driver in the number 35 car that has also graced victory lane here at Five Flag Speedway behind with Jake Garcia behind the wheel. And it's also the same team that has fielded the number 9 for a guy named Chase Elliott. So that Ricky Turner-led team always brings a stout race car. And Luke Yarbrough has certainly come into his own in the pro late model ranks. And don't be surprised if that's the first of many wins that young man has. Weston Marthaler finished second. Glenwood, Minnesota driver with Jamie Yelton calling the shots on the pit box. 67, Zach Dixon, our current points leader in the Alan Turner Pro Late Model series.
Boy, he ran a good race.
It run third. James Patrick.
How about
really
that?
Proud of James Patrick.
You better believe
stepped up from the street stocks into the pro late models this year. A top 5 finish for James. And, of course, Jim Wall rounded out the top 5 from Madison, Alabama.
Before we go to our next division, I want to say one thing. We were low on car count. We didn't have but 10 cars start the feature. But I swear to you, Tim, I don't think I've seen a better late model race in 5 years than we saw that night with just 10 cars. That's proof right there. You don't have to have 36 cars start the race to have a good race.
Well, I mean, you're watching a little bit of the action there, courtesy of Ted Baber. That's Zach Dixon in the 67, and Jake Finch in the 18. Of course, he came in as the winningest pro late model driver in the Southeast. That's Casey Roderick in the 62, right behind those guys, and that's the way they raced most of the night right there. And I will tell you, Steve, to your point, the people that were here left talking about what a great race it was, not how many cars there were. And I guess the people that weren't here, probably that watch on Race Monitor, probably were maybe more talking about the low car count, and that happens sometimes. But anyway, it ended up being a great race, and
It was no runaway,
Of
that's for
course,
sure.
your winner there in the 35, Luke Yarbrough. Really proud of the job he did. That's Jim Wall right there behind him. So anyway, well, it ended up being not such a great night for Jake Finch. He ended up, getting into an incident and got a little damage in the Ronnie Sanders 18. So he is now second in points behind Zach Dixon. We've got 2 races left in the Alan Turner Pro Late Model Road to the Snowflake Series. The latter part of August, we'll have race number 3, and then our final championship race will be on September 26th as part of the doubleheader in our Night of Champions number 2 with the Deep South Grains Blizzard Series cars.
Well, that's going to be a big night.
That'll be a big night.
Or
Speaking
big
of big
weekend,
nights,
so.
well, let's see. Let's go ahead and finish our results from May 15th, and of course, let's go right into the Modified of Mayhem Tour. Man, those cars are so much fun to watch, and we love those modified cars here. Derek Griffin, who probably wins the award for the shortest tow because he lives about 1.5 miles from Five Flag Speedway, but he is well known for miles and miles, and has built cars that have raced up in the Midwest, won races up in the Midwest, former CRA champion, now calling Pensacola home. Had it going on with the number 95 car. A dominating win, I guess you might say, for Derek. Jeremy Williams finished second. Kevin Peel run third. Here's a little action from the modified race. That's Derek in the currently running second there, about to take the lead, I think, in the blue car. Cody Stickler is in that 42 there on the inside of Jared Maupin, who ended up 5th. Cody Stickler ended up 4th. He's the guy, Steve, that dominated modified racing in 2024. I think won every race at every track the entire season in the open wheel modifieds. He raced a little more sporadically last year. He won once here in the Richie Smith number 42. Anyway, it was Derek Griffin's night.
Did he finish 4th?
He finished 4th.
Okay.
He did.
All right.
I
was
and
glad
then-
to see Derek win. He deserved it.
Yep. He'd had a kind of a run of bad luck. Had some motor
Yes, he
problems
has.
first this thing, then something else. And anyway, good to see him win the Gulf Real Estate Group Pro Trucks. Young Matthew LaPrade from New Smyrna Beach, Florida, picks up his first win driving the 54 truck out of the John and Grant Thompson stable. Matthew's a really rising young star.
Yes, he
is. I think he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with for a while, and you can kind of look for him to move up through the ranks. But right now, he's found his home in a pro truck division, and his first win here at Five Flag Speedway. But I'd venture to say it's probably the first of many.
And we want to thank Ted Baber for all this good video footage that he's allowed us to have.
Thank you, Ted. Kyler Bean finished second. He was our previous race winner. Connor Odom was third. Sean Barnes, another podium finish for Sean, finished in 4th. And Stephen Davis rounded out the top 5 in the Gulf Real Estate Group Pro Trucks.
And we'll move on.
The Buggy Works Crown Stocks. Austin Reeves picks up another win. And Shelby Prather finished second. Doug Thorpe Jr. finished third. Nathan Lord finished 4th. And Brandon Harris rounded out the top 5. Brandon Harris, kind of a transplant from the dirt track scene. Having a good time racing at Crown Stock. He raced in Mobile this past Saturday night. And it's good to see him racing here at Five Flag Speedway. So and look for him to keep getting better and better, because that boy knows how to win races.
He sure does. Absolutely.
So that wound up May 15th, Steve. And again, before we finish up tonight and go over all the details of what we got coming up this Friday night, I want to jump ahead to June 12th and 13th. It's the Coca-Cola Twin 100s, fueled by Monster Energy. We're having Deep South Cranes Blizzard Series / Southern Super Series event on Friday night. The Tibbetts Lumber Company 100. We'll have the best of the best in super late model racing here. And then on Saturday night, we'll be right back with another complete show, and it's the Cookout 100. So a good opportunity for guys to race 2 races with 1 trip. I mean, travel costs are through the roof, as everybody knows. It's actually, had a little bit of a negative impact on car counts at some tracks, including ours. But when you get a chance to race 2 races with 1 trip, it just makes a lot of sense. So $10,000 to win on Friday night, $10,000 to win on Saturday night, and a $5,000 bonus if somebody can win both races. Going to be a lot of good cars coming down here looking for the sweep.
That's exactly right. And talking about our 2 sponsors for that weekend, Tibbetts Lumber, they're kind of new kid on the block in Pensacola, but they're not down south. They're humongous down south. And Cookout. I didn't know this till a couple of weeks ago, but that's the first Cookout built in the state of Florida, right down the street here.
Yeah, it's a big chain, and their first Florida store was opened right here in Pensacola on 9 Mile Road last, I think, November maybe is when they opened up, their name signifies their product. Their burgers taste like one you cook on your backyard grill. So it's a great chain. It's located down near the Target shopping center on 9 Mile Road.
Almost right in front of it. Yeah, and Tim's probably gonna kill me for saying this, but I'm gonna say it anyway because I ain't scared. We will accept sponsorship for this podcast. I know we got Hank Thomas Performance. Thank you, sir, so much, but it's very, very, very cheap per month, and we could use a couple sponsors for this. If anybody out there might be interested, call Tim at the racetrack or call me or whatever you got to do, or Nicholas, and we can kind of fill you in on it. But it's probably, I guarantee you, a lot cheaper than you think it really is. Tim, I just this Friday night it should be a barn burner. I think, again, like I said, $5 to get in across the board. 5 and under is free. $35 to get in the pits. $20 for 11 and under. I mean, what can you do in Pensacola, Florida anymore and get that kind of half that kind of entertainment for $5?
Well, I mean, it's definitely worth the price of admission. I think on any given night, regardless, sometimes our admission price fluctuates depending on the kind of show we have. I'll just go ahead and put it out there, Steve. The June 12th and 13th races will be $20 tickets each night. When we bring in super late models like that, why obviously the purse is pretty substantial, and with 5 divisions of racing this weekend, we got a pretty substantial purse on the line. But listen, this is for the fans. We feel like we want to reward the fans. We want to
That's why it's fan appreciation.
And hey, listen, money's kind of tight. I mean, we know that, and for folks that are on a really tight budget, looking for some cheap entertainment, this is the perfect night to bring their kids. By the way, you know what, Steve? For $5, a person could come out. Let's just say it's a couple. For $10, they're going to get into the races. For their kids 5 and under get in free, but if they got other kids, why, an extra $5. Let's just say it's a family of 5. For $25, they're going to get in. They're going to get 5 divisions of racing. They're going to get 5 chances to win a free bicycle. And they're gonna be able to participate in kids' bike races if they want to. By the way, every kid, excuse me, every kid gets a trophy. And lots said about participation trophies, but as you said earlier, we don't care because we want every kid to be able to carry that trophy out of here. Of course, the winners will all get bigger trophies, but we want every kid to get a reward for participating in this race. It's something they'll be talking about all summer long. I want to make a shout out to Terry Sutton. who is along with his grandson Connor Sutton, a great competitor here at Five Flags Speedway, have stepped up to sponsor the ice cream giveaway this week. So thank you, Terry, for that. And
There's more than just Terry and Connor that's going to be having stuff to give away.
oh yeah. Yeah, we've got all kinds of prizes that are going to be given away. So anyway, to your point, yeah, it's a great night for some cheap entertainment. Plus, the racing's going to be really good. I mean, we got a great field of outlaw cars. Timothy Watson and Logan Boyette and Carter Taylor, Cameron Henderson. The list goes on.
Yeah, go on and
then of course the Street Stock Spectacular. It's going to be a great race. I mean, Chad Robinson, who has been so dominant in street stock racing over the last couple of years, has all of a sudden got some competition now. And Darvin Lyons picked up a win in Mobile on Saturday night, his first feature win. That was outstanding. Glad to see that. I think Jim Pokran is second in points right now, so he'll be gunning for it. $1,000 to win the street stock race, a little bit more than they're used to racing for. So there'll be some Montgomery cars down for that, I believe.
And that's a small prize. At the end of the year, is where the big prize comes in, Andy. The cruise.
Yeah, we got the Tri-Track Cruise Quest coming up. We'll be having that race the latter part of June here at Five Flags. And, of course, our Crown Stock division, always fun. Austin Reeves is sort of kind of the man to beat, but he
never
won
let
all
down in that race.
No, it's always fun to watch. And then, of course, the pure stock division, Eli Loper has been the guy with a target on his back, has gotten off to a really good start this year, but he'll have some competition Friday night. So anyway, all that said, it's going to be a fun night of racing in addition to all the other fun stuff going on.
Yeah, and I'll say this, mentioning no names or anything like that, but maybe on our next podcast we'll be able to release it as a definite deal. But I think just about everybody that'll be in the grandstands that night loves this guy to death, and he's going to be back racing with us that weekend for the doubleheader. So we'll announce that maybe, like I said, at the next podcast. But right now, we want to make sure it's going to happen first.
Steve, I don't know. What have we left out? We did I mention the bounce houses for the kids Friday night? There's going to be games, cornhole going on, giant Jenga in the fan zone. Just lots of stuff to keep the kids entertained. And, again, let me go back over real quick. When you come into Main Gate Friday night, there'll be a registration tent right inside the main gate. If you're going to run in the kids' bike races, you'll fill out a registration form. They will give you a number plate, and we'll stage your bike in a designated area. And then when the bike races start, we'll bring one age group at a time down on the track. They'll run their race. At the end of the race, they'll take their number plate off of their bike, bring it back up, turn it in, and get their certificate for a free ice cream. And that's where we give out the trophies as well. So
And
anyway,
I want to run through this one more time real quick. I know Tim has already mentioned it, but you might have just joined us. I'm not sure. But anyway, we'll be racing this Friday night on the 29th, but we will have no Thursday night practice this week. And the schedule goes like this. The pit gates open at 2 o'clock. And as Tim said, we're going to start practicing at 4 o'clock, give them an extra hour since we got so much going on during the races Friday night. 2 groups will qualify practice, and the second group will be qualifying for the local cars. Drivers meeting, Nichols will have his drivers meeting at 7 o'clock. Racing begins at 8 o'clock, and we'll start out with a 20-lap feature for the Legacies. Street Stock Spectacular will follow that, 30 laps. Then we'll have the kids' bicycle races. Outlaws, 35 laps. Crown Stocks, 25 laps. Pure Stocks, 25 laps. So we got a full night, Tim.
something else that's kind of interesting, Steve, you mentioned a driver's meeting. It's actually done during the Meet the Drivers portion of our program. We'll do the driver's meeting over the PA system,
Cool.
So all the fans will get a chance to hear what's always said at those meetings.
We've done that before. That was pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a while, but we've done it before. Nicholas, you better don't make mistakes like I did a while ago. Okay.
Something else I want to mention again, for guys, if you're going to race on Friday night, later tonight we'll put up a Facebook post encouraging you to pre-enter, and all you have to do that is put a picture of your car in the comment section on that post, and you'll be eligible along with these 12 guys that I mentioned earlier who were locked in from last time. You'll be eligible for a $200 cash drawing. We'll be doing that during the driver's autograph session. We'll also be giving away all those bicycles over the course of the evening. Corey Roberts will be helping us orchestrate that. Bill Roth will be down there interviewing drivers. It's going to be a busy night, Steve. We've got a lot going on. We kind of took 2 nights and combined it into one, but we're going to be a well-oiled machine. I hope, and we're going to orchestrate it all in a timely fashion. Hopefully, we'll have some good, clean, competitive racing, and we'll get folks out at a decent hour.
I think so too, and I like to mention this because it's getting closer every time we have a podcast. It's getting closer and closer. One of our most popular events of the year is going to be on August the 7th, and of course that is the Demolition Derby, and we'll also have Outlaws, Pro Trucks, Pure Stocks, Crown Stocks, and Legacy cars racing that night. So get your demo cars ready. Don't wait till the last second because there is a limit of how many that we will take, and that limit is 14, right?
14. And I will mention in reference to that, Steve, because I had a call today, a guy wanting to know when and where he could find the entry link for the Demolition Derby. We don't have it live yet. We'll probably do it sometime this month. No later than the 1st of July, we'll have the entry link out. But the rules are posted. We're going to use the same rules that we have last year. Each and every year we say, well, we're going to run out of those big cars at some point. We're going to have to change our rules and go to front wheel drives or minivans or whatever it may be. But until that time comes, we're going to kind of stick with what we got because those Demolition Derbies are just awesome to watch.
Hey, you got a minivan.
Yeah, I practiced in the Demolition Derby by backing it into a concrete wall too.
Tim, I think we pretty much covered everything this time. Again, I want to say grandstands $5, 5 and under free. Pits $35, 11 under $20, and we pretty much don't have a choice but to charge to get into pits, insurance and all that. But anyway, it's going to be a killer night. You need to be here. I know there's a lot going on. I know we got graduations and all that kind of stuff.
I think they did all those today.
Well, I hope
that base
so.
center was a beehive of activity down there.
I hope so. But
by the way, I want to just mention, nothing in stone yet, but we're going to be making an appearance at the Blue Wahoo Stadium next weekend, setting up and giving out information on our doubleheader coming up the following weekend. So don't be surprised if you don't see some of the Blue Wahoo's mascots grace the grounds of Five Lakes Speedway at some point in time. So
cool.
Great when businesses work with businesses.
I think that's it. Now we'll be back 2 weeks from tonight.
2 weeks from tonight,
another
we'll be
podcast.
back. We'll be giving away or giving the results from this Friday's race action, and of course a final preview for the Coca-Cola Twin 100s powered by Monster Energy Drink.
Absolutely. And hope you're here Friday night. If you're not here, sorry for you because you're going to miss a hell of a show. Be safe is all I got to say, and hope to see you Friday. Good night, everyone. Thanks for watching.